Alright, I'm going to try to make this quick. Less than 10 minutes, I hope, but I doubt it. This video was suggested to me by Greg Ransom about what to bring to Prime PSD training. And it could probably double for any company's training. But I'll talk specifically about Prime, since that's obviously where I went. First and foremost, pack light. You don't need your whole wardrobe. You don't need 16 pairs of shoes. You don't need everything. Alright, just the essentials. Really, you don't have a whole lot of time to be playing with everything. You don't need to dress up for people. It's just the bare minimum. Depending on the time of year you're there, boots and a jacket might be necessary. I survived mine without boots and a jacket. I started in August and ended in middle to late December. You're not out of the truck a whole lot. So, with a hoodie, you can make it work, for the 5 or 10 minutes you're outside. And then hop back in the truck. So, but if you're going to be in the winter, I'd say anytime from December to maybe February, jacket definitely, and boots. Walking around in the snow with tennis shoes, especially mine were mesh on top, so they just got soaked easily anytime it was snowing or raining. Boots will come in handy. Not mandatory, but it will help you out. So you also got to think about you're going to be all over the country. So from the heat of Arizona up into the mountains, within a couple hours you can be from Arizona up into the mountains in Colorado. So you got to think about that. And south to north to the mountains to the oceans. I mean, you're going to be all over the place. So you really got to be aware of that. Bring some long sleeves, whether it's hoodies or long sleeve t-shirts or whatever. Bring that. Showers, depending on your trainer, your loads, that kind of stuff, it might be every other day, it might be every 3 days, it might be once a week, depending on the situation. It's probably not going to be once every week. There might be a time where you go like 4 or 5 days without a shower, and then you can get onto every other day or every couple days. So you don't need a fresh pair of clothes every day. I know it might sound nasty, but you're really just sitting in a truck all day, so you're not really getting dirty. So you don't need every single thing you own. I managed with 2 pairs of jeans, 2 pairs of shorts, and then maybe 7 or 8 t-shirts, 2 or 3 long sleeve shirts, and 2 hoodies. That worked fine for me. I don't remember how many pairs of boxers or socks or anything I brought, but it was as much as I could fit. I wanted a fresh pair of socks every day, but I didn't really have time or energy to make that work. But I brought what I brought. So you don't need 700 pairs of that stuff, but you'll want to bring enough, to change, to keep yourself somewhat fresh. You might not get a shower, but a fresh pair of drawers will make you feel a little better. And I like fresh socks. Something about wearing socks for too long just mess with my head. I don't know. Bedding. I brought a sheet and a sleeping bag. The sleeping bag I unrolled and unzipped and used it as a blanket, because I don't like being constricted, zipped up into a sleeping bag. Both trainers I had fitted sheets on the top bunk, so my sheet I covered up with, and then when I got cold I had the sleeping bag, which was pretty much a comforter when I unzipped it, and a pillow. You don't necessarily have to bring a sleeping bag. If you want to bring a blanket or whatever, that's fine, but I found with the sleeping bag I was able to attach it to my big gym bag that I brought. I was able to attach it easier than trying to do a blanket, but I guess you could probably fold a blanket the right way and put it on top of your bag too, and attach it under the handles. So whatever fits, you know, what you like. There's not a lot of space on the bunk, so keep that in mind. You don't want to bring a queen size, whatever, because your bunk's made once or twice as wide as you are, or at least in my case. So whatever, I'm fat. So we got bathroom stuff. You don't need a towel. You don't need washcloths. That kind of stuff will be wherever you take a shower. You'll have some. So bring shampoos, razors, toothbrush, toothpaste, all that kind of stuff you want to bring with you. You know, I suggest getting it early, or if you're going to Prime PSD, you don't necessarily have to pack it to get to Prime, because there's a Walmart like a few hundred yards away from the hotel that you stay at, so you can go pick it up there. That'll save you from having to pack it all to take down with you. So that might help depending on your circumstances, where you're coming in from, all that kind of stuff. Shower shoes, pair of flip-flops, at least a pair of flip-flops. You maybe have those aqua shoes or whatever, if they still make that kind of stuff, but you do want something on your feet. As I've said in my other videos, just use your imagination on what kind of stuff is on the bottom of those showers at truck stops, and that'll tell you exactly why you need to wear shower shoes. And that's it. I mean, if you need glasses, bring glasses. Anything like that, you know. A laptop easily fits into a backpack if that's what you got. You know, if you got games on there, movies, internet, Wi-Fi on the road is really hit or miss. But if you have a smartphone, you can get on your internet and do stuff like that with that. I know my Galaxy, or what I have, the Note 2, it has a hotspot, so I guess I could bring a laptop, but my laptop doesn't have Wi-Fi, or the Wi-Fi is broken on it, whatever. But that might be a way to use your laptop. Any kind of things to keep you busy, a book or two, because there will be times where you're kind of sitting waiting to get loaded or unloaded. Most of the time you're going to sleep during that, not always. But you know, sometimes it's nice to unwind before just trying to fall asleep. Me, like I've said in my other videos, I'm a music guy, so I had the earbuds playing iTunes always. And another thing about that is, if you have the auxiliary cable, you know, if you don't know what that is, it's a cable that each end is a headphone, you know, jack, 2.5 millimeter. I don't remember what it's called offhand because I'm tired. Every truck I've been in, the head unit has an auxiliary input, so you could take the output of your phone, take the headphone jack into the stereo, or your iPod, MP3 player, whatever, laptop audio out into the stereo on the truck, and you can play your music there. If you have music on your cell phone, if you have audiobooks on there, stream radio signals, whatever. You know, it's a good way to have something to listen to while you're driving. You know, your trainer might have Sirius or whatever on the radio. My first trainer, we had Sirius. He wasn't paying for it. It was whoever had the truck prior didn't turn it off, so we had that to listen to. So I was able to listen to my sports games, all that kind of stuff. My second trainer didn't have that, but I had my iPod. I hooked it up every time I drove, and then once I had my laptop, I was able to change out the music and all that stuff. So something to think about. And really, that's about it. And like I said, pack as light as possible. You're in your trainer's truck. Who knows how much space they're going to give you. You know, it could be the whole right side. It might be just a cabinet. You know, it's going to depend on that situation and that person. So think about that. Yeah, that's really a quick rundown of what I would suggest. Email me with questions about things you're thinking about. Everydaydayproductions@gmail.com. Hit the Facebook group up, hit questions. There's a couple people going through Prime that are on there that can also answer questions. That's groups at Facebook, Ride with B. You can hit me up on Twitter, Ride with B, even though I don't really pay attention to that, but it'll send me a notification if you send me something. So that's ways to go if you have more questions, need more information, but hopefully that should give you really the basics of it. Pack light. Wait till you go home, and wait till you get your truck before you get 50,000 bags to put in there, because you just watch the videos I put up the last couple days. I guess this probably won't go up right away, so where it goes in the timeline of my videos is I've gotten my truck assigned to me, but it's in the shop, and I should pick it up tomorrow. So I'm just now finally getting solo. Training's done. We're about to hit the road. I'll try to get this up in the next couple days. Maybe tomorrow when I'm sitting in there. If I got their Wi-Fi signal today, it was kind of shoddy. But I know I got a lot of videos to make now that I got my truck. And so this one might not take as high a priority when it comes to my data usage, because I'm limited now since I changed to Verizon. But I do have signal everywhere, so Sprint sucks. Yeah, I think that's it. Like I said, contact me if you got questions. You can leave comments, but after a while, once I keep putting up more videos, I don't go back to these comments since YouTube jacked it up, and I have no idea when I have comments or when I don't. So I usually check the last 2 or 3 videos I put up to see if more comments have been put up. So really crappy way. I wish I could see every comment that came up, but that's just too many videos to keep track of. So until then, man, best of luck to you with your training. Hopefully it works out for you. Any advice, any questions, anything I can do to help y'all, get at me. It's a long, tough road going through training, and any help helps. So that's what I got for y'all. Y'all be safe, be blessed, and I'll see you out there.